Hey there, this is Molly. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to do a quick video for you about an emerging and developing Earth Grand Trine that is unfolding throughout the first half of September 2020. The energy begins on September 1st during that Pisces full moon, and then it culminates on the Virgo New Moon on September 17th. And I do have separate videos for you on the full moon and the new moon, but I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at this Earth Grand Trine chart and give you an idea of what is happening. So we're looking specifically at September 7th in this chart. And let me show you here what is going on. So, of course, throughout this year, we've been talking about these three planets in Capricorn. And you'll notice here that they are all still retrograde as September begins, with Jupiter in Capricorn going back to 17, Pluto at 22, Saturn at 25 degrees of Capricorn. So we've all been working with this energy throughout the year in a specific area of your chart. Additionally, we have Uranus at 10 degrees of Taurus retrograde. Now, Uranus does not really make a trine to Pluto or Saturn here because the orb is too big, but you could say that Uranus is now talking with this Jupiter at 17 degrees because they're 7 degrees apart. That's usually considered within orb, so there's a connection there. But more importantly, what we're seeing here between these two earth signs of Taurus and Capricorn is that now the sun is in Virgo. So the sun is in Virgo and is beginning a conversation with these other earth signs. At the Pisces full moon on September 1st, the sun is at 10 degrees of Virgo, which means it's making an exact trine to this Uranus. And that's beginning a new conversation that the sun is going to take forward as it connects with each of these three planets in Capricorn. And so also in this chart, you'll see that the moon is in Taurus. The moon moves fast. It's only in a sign for about 2.5 days, maybe 3 days. And so the moon is moving fast, but it's bringing in the energy as well. It's bringing in something that you're feeling, sensing, and connecting with. So here's the story. As the sun in Virgo moves through that astrological sign, the sun in Virgo is about solutions. What is real? What is practical? What can happen? What needs to be organized, managed, improved? This is the problem solver. This is the energy of what can I do with everything that's unfolded this year? Where am I at? What's the reality check here? And how can I make the most of it? What can I do at this time to improve myself, my life, what's happening? And what does that look like for the next chapter of my life? Where am I going next? And so the sun, when it made that trine to Uranus in Taurus on the Pisces full moon on September 1st, there was a jolt of a solution, an answer, what's possible, what can be brought together, and where you may have not seen something before. Because there's something new about this energy as it connects with the sun in Virgo. So there's this jolt of excitement, liberation, possibilities. Again, I feel it as something very tangible because these are earth signs. Okay, so this is something in our physical world, our physical reality that's connecting, that's forming, developing, building. And that's what these earth signs do. They help build our life. They show us what we can create and manifest physically. This can relate to finances, your physical body, your daily routines, your work, your career, so many areas of our life about things that we own, what we possess, what we want to buy, what we want to move forward, changes we want to make in our life. So during this Earth Grand Trine energies, we have this jolt of information that comes through during that Pisces full moon which is a completion energy. Something's letting go, something's being released so that you have room for the next chapter. And then this energy is bringing in that next chapter. So the sun moves along, and when the sun gets to 17 degrees of Virgo, it's going to then make that exact trine to Jupiter at 17 degrees of Capricorn retrograde. And that's going to bring in something beneficial, something where if you've been working on something or working for something, Jupiter says, here you go. Let me help you with that. It's a reward. It's an accomplishment, acknowledgement, satisfaction. It's typically very positive, uplifting for the work you've put in, what you've been really focusing on, and where you've been very responsible. Then that sun in Virgo moves forward, carrying this new understanding of a process. So this whole time, the sun in Virgo is getting into some specifics around where to put your energy, what is essential, what matters, and also what to let go of. Because you'll find that there's things you just don't have energy for, you don't care about, you're not interested. There's a refinement. Virgo refines, okay? It says, yeah, you don't need that, or that doesn't have any use anymore. Or, let's focus on something new that better supports you right now. And then that sun in Virgo, as it connects with these planets in Capricorn, there's something that becomes more solid. And so that sun reaches 22 degrees of Capricorn, September 13th. The sun travels 1 degree a day. So about September 13th, September 14th, that sun in Virgo now trines this Pluto. And there's something that gets locked in. This is something that just feels like a yes. There's a certainty, there's a power to it, there's a sense of decisions around what you must commit to. And it feels accurate, it feels clear. It also can be support for the transformations you've been moving through. Again, the Virgo energy is helping us refine and get clear on what is needed. And then that Pluto in Cap is going to give you a sense of force. It's like, yes, I'm going to say yes, I'm going to commit, this is where it's going to go. It's a very powerful surge of energy. And then as the sun moves forward to 25 degrees of Virgo for that Virgo New Moon on September 17th. So both the sun and the moon are at 25 degrees of Virgo, trining the Saturn at 25 degrees of Capricorn retrograde. This is where a commitment is made, a decision is happening, something comes through, something is tangible. This is a very supportive energy for where you're really wanting to take your life next, because again, the earth signs are about our physical reality, and all of these trines, the trine energy is supportive, it's openings, it's developments, it's flow. And I know that for the past number of months, we've been talking about these charts and how there were things that we've all been maybe feeling, sensing, creating, working on, but it wasn't quite time. There was something about, there was still a need to delay or postpone or hold it off or don't go yet. This time period in September is setting up a practical approach to what you want next. And there is now support for things clicking. And during that Virgo new moon, there's something that could happen, that could launch, that could be solved, that could come to a higher resolution, a higher conclusion, a higher sense of this is where I want to go next. A lot of supportive energy here in the earth signs in your chart. Now, if you have planets or points in the earth signs, we'll say between 10 degrees to 25 degrees of any of the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, then there's energy here moving you along. It's really helping you with next steps. Again, that building energy, that significant developments, things that maybe you had put on hold throughout 2020. There's something that can click here. Again, it starts with that Pisces full moon, September 1st, when something is coming through and opening up. And then throughout the following weeks in September, the building, developing, refining, gaining clarity is also happening as well. So we really want to make the most of the first half of September, because I feel like there's going to be opportunities and perhaps even offers of what is important for you now, what you want next, and how it's going to show up for you, how it shows up in your world. The other thing you want to do in your chart is look at the house placement where these earth signs are talking to each other. So in this chart, you can see it's the first house, and then you would look at where the Taurus energy is for you, which house, and then you would look at where the Virgo energy is moving. And again, that's where things are coming together and clicking. Again, I feel it's just solutions, improvements, even healing. There's healing that always happens when the sun is in Virgo. We heal something, we understand it, we forgive ourselves, and that begins as well with that Pisces full moon. So this could be very invigorating and a really great energy for this year, reminding you to keep going, reminding you of the strength you have, the strength you came in with, and a reminder that sometimes divine timing is really the best way to go, because our minds can go in many directions about what we think we should force or create happen on our own terms. But I feel like this first half of September 2020 is going to bring in some more things that just weren't available. It just wasn't time yet. And now it's time. Now there's new beginnings, and now there's things taking shape that are going to help you even going into 2021. So I hope this has been a good understanding of the energies. Again, you'll want to watch my Pisces full moon video for how this energy begins, and then the Virgo new moon on September 17th for how to then take this full experience forward. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your likes, subscribes, comments, and sharing, and I'll see you back here soon for another video.